Imagine two individuals in a room, person A and person B, tasked to make a prediction or a guess on the outcomes of a given situation. Person A thinks, or we can say process information, in a binary and straightforward way, like true false, right wrong, go no go kind of fashion. While person B visualizes the things in all possible ways, considers various angles, explore different paths, and always keep an open mind. Who do you think would make a better prediction? Well, you already know the answer. So, thinking like a quantum machine involves embracing the coexistence of different possibilities. In certain scenarios, person B might make a better prediction. For example, in case of complex problems, when faced with intricate, multifaceted situations, quantum thinking shines. And person B's willingness to explore diverse paths allows for creative solutions. Quantum thinking, or we can say quantum information processing, acknowledges uncertainty and embraces it as part of decision making. But remember, that's not what the quantum computing is all about. It goes beyond mere open mindedness. It's about superposition, entanglement, and quantum algorithms to tackle complex problems. So, this is good for an analogy, but there's something more to it. Now, the question is, do we need this kind of thinking in all scenarios, in all situations? Certainly not. There are some scenarios or routine tasks that can be performed more efficiently with a straightforward, logical way. That's why classical way of information processing is generally faster for a variety of everyday tasks. But there are again some scenarios that demands quantum information processing, and that's why a lot of research is going on in this space. So now let's begin with a simple definition of quantum computing. From the book Quantum Computing, A Gentle Introduction, written by Eleanor Riffel and Wolfgang Polak. Quantum computing is a beautiful combination of quantum physics, computer science, and information theory. The authors argue that in the last decades of 20th century, scientists attempted to combine the two of the most influential theories of 20th century, information theory and quantum mechanics. And their efforts gave rise to a new view of computation and information. So, quantum information processing is a broader field that includes quantum computing, quantum cryptography, quantum communications, and quantum games, and explores the implications of using quantum mechanics instead of classical mechanics to model information and its processing. They argue that quantum computing is about changing the notion of computation itself, and this change begins at the most basic level, at the level of the fundamental unit of computation. And here, the unit of computation is no longer the bit, but a qubit, the quantum bit. Quantum bits are the fundamental units of information in quantum information processing, in much the same way that bits are the fundamental units of information for classical processing. This change in the basic unit of computation led to the discovery of faster algorithms, novel cryptographic mechanisms, and improved communication protocols. Now let's take a look what is the Wikipedia definition of quantum computing is all about. So the Wikipedia definition says that a quantum computer is a computer that takes advantage of quantum mechanical phenomena on small scales Physical matter exhibits properties of both particles and waves, and quantum computing leverages this behavior. Specifically, quantum superposition and entanglement using spatialized hardware that supports the preparation and manipulation of quantum states. So that's it. This is what the idea of quantum computing is all about. And this was a very brief introduction about that. Now, the question is, what kind of problems quantum computing research is currently facing? What are the other important aspects behind this whole idea of quantum computing, or we can say quantum information processing? We'll discuss all that in the next part.